Hello, learners. I'm Dr. Seema Singh, and you are watching me on my channel Bonding with Chemistry. Before I start uploading the content for classes 9 to 12 and you start learning with me, I would like to share few tips or suggestions that will help you get the maximum benefit from the videos that I will post. So let's begin with my first suggestion. Readiness or willingness to learn. Well, students, you might have best possible resources of learning with you, best books, all kind of gadgets, notes, finest teachers and tutors. But if you are not ready or willing to learn from them, everything is futile. I mean, useless. You might have your own reasons for not studying, and if you believe in them and keep holding on to them and decide that you don't want to study or you can't learn, trust me, nobody can force you to. Teachers, parents, tutors can shout or yell at you, and out of their fear, you may study. But that kind of forced study is never enjoyable, fruitful, or long lasting. On the other hand, if you are eager and ready to learn, half your problem is solved because the willingness to learn will not only considerably reduce the pressure of studying on you, but also help you find alternatives for the resources you might not have. I do understand that for most of the students studying subjects like physics, chemistry, maths is of course not as enjoyable and entertaining as watching the unboxing of your favorite phone or any other electronic gadget for that matter, or listening to songs, watching dance programs, or simply scrolling mindlessly to the Instagram and Facebook reels. But, my dear children, can you do away with studies, especially in the current Indian education scenario? No, you can't. You may cite examples of celebrities, entrepreneurs, and sportsmen that have made big without even completing their basic education. But, my dear, you need to understand the fact that the percentage of such people is really small, and success did not come easy to them. Many of them have chosen to go the unconventional way to follow their passion, have taken huge risks, worked really hard to be the role models for millions of people across the globe today. Most of you who are watching this video might not even be sure what your passion is. You might be totally clueless what you really want from your life or what you want to do with your life. And if that's the case, then you need to understand and accept the fact that you have to study and complete your formal education. The sooner you accept this, the faster you will start thinking and working towards your goals. And now that you are learners of senior classes, you need to study without being told to. That is, you must be self motivated to study. Now that you are ready to learn, the next vital suggestion is to avoid all kind of negative thoughts such as cursing your family status or lack of resources, doubting your own potential, or comparing yourself with your fellow classmate or even worse with a relative of your age. These kind of comparison will do you no good. Remember, each one of you have your own potential and you all study for yourselves. Your marks are not going to add up to your friend's progress report or vice versa. Thinking about their success or failure will not enhance your performance. Rather, it will affect your own performance. So stop comparing. If in case you are a slow learner and a friend of yours is pretty intelligent, then does this difference annoys you? In many cases it does. Why? It annoys you because you have to work harder than him and you don't want to do that. You fear putting in that extra efforts. A fast learner might be able to grasp any topic in one go, and it might take you a couple of times to get through the same topic. You don't want to invest that additional time. You fear studying for longer times. Start investing more time and efforts without competing with others, and you will definitely improve. Let us assume you are in class 11 and you require the knowledge of previous classes to understand a topic. Don't hesitate to take a step back. Find the topic where you have doubt, brush it up. If you can't do it on your own, seek help of your teacher or a tutor and then come back to the same topic. Now you will definitely be in a better position to understand that topic. So, my dear children, do not fear to work harder than others to compensate for your own lacking. But remember, all these things will not happen overnight. You need to practice this every single time you are stuck up and simultaneously fight your own negative thoughts that might come up time and again. Well, now when you are ready to learn and also put in hard work, it's time to set up small realistic target for yourself. Most of you are teenagers now. You are capable of setting and achieving these targets of improvement for yourself. For example, let us assume that I am a slow learner who scored 40% in my last class test. Now, if I set up a target of 90% for my next test, that certainly is quite unrealistic. And not being able to achieve it is going to add up to my existing frustration. So, what should I do? I should instead set an initial target of 45%, keeping in mind my ability. Then work harder than last time and try to achieve it at all cost. Once I'm able to do that, my confidence will boost up. And thereafter, I can keep setting and achieving high targets for myself. The entire process will require me to develop a killer instinct. While studying, I need to set small achievable goal of improvement for myself and then ruthlessly with full determination pursue it. That's called killer instinct. I literally don't go and kill someone, but kill all obstacles in my way to my goals. Every learner must have or develop killer instinct. You need to set small targets of improvement according to your ability. A 90% holder can push himself to 92% or even more, and a 50% scorer can target for 55% or more. Even if he or she manages 51%, it should be fine. You should be an updated version of yourself after completing each target, a better one, of course. And for that, you need to stop doubting and start doing. Well, now, when you are really determined to learn, the next vital thing that is required is the trust of your parents, your only and true well wishers in this world. Nowadays, when I meet parents of teenagers, I see a blame game running. Children say, our parents don't trust her or understand us. And parents are quick to respond. Our children don't listen to us, then how do we trust them? Well, this video is targeted for my learners, so I will address only my students. My dear students, the answer could be you probably broke your parents' trust. You complain that how do you study online when your parents don't permit you to watch online learning contents? You're not given much access to gadgets like mobile and laptop. Your online time is rationed. You're always being washed over. My child, probably when they gave you free access to the above, you misused it or you did not put it to good use. Instead, whenever they spotted you, you were busy with social networking sites on the name of learning. I'm not denying of instances where you just opened your Instagram or started playing a game or were relaxing, and that very moment your parents came to check on you. And what followed next was a series of arguments, phones were snatched, hotspots turned off, and accusation made, followed by no conversation period that could have lasted anywhere from few hours to days. Listen, my children, you are fortunate to have someone who is keeping a watch over all your actions, deciding for you what is good or bad, protecting you without an iota of selfishness, playing 24 into 7 like a non stop weird record of what all they have sacrificed for you and how they are still sacrificing so that you have everything that they didn't have. And all what they want in return is you people studying and scoring well. And even that seems so difficult for you. Trust me, after few years, when you are independent to think and take decisions for yourself, you probably won't enjoy that stage. You will miss them when they tell you that you are grown up now. Decide what you want to wear, eat, study, etc. Take your decisions and learn to own them too. So respect them while you have them. Listen to them when they're talking to you. Even if let's take for a moment that they're wrong, just tell yourself it's okay. They are my only well wishers. Remember, your parents are the only one, I repeat, the only one who will stand with you in your thick and thin, literally crying in both the situation, with either tears of joys or tears of sorrows in their eyes. Your teacher, including me, will momentarily feel happy or sad on your success or failures respectively, and thereafter she will quickly move on with the next batch of students. Your best of friends won't pause their career for you. They too will move on. Only your parents will be the ones to stand by you and stay with you. And in return, All they want from you is to try as much as you can to learn. Ask them for resources that you need in your journey. But if they can't afford, don't blame them. Try and find an alternative. In no circumstances disrespect them or break their trust. This is the least you can do for them and maximum they expect from you. So if you have broken their trust, go right away, apologize to them, and fix the situation. Now that you have the trust of your parents, they will entrust you with gadgets for studying. I would suggest that if you have an access to desktop, use it for learning. If not, use a laptop, tab, or a mobile phone in the same order. Remember, smaller the size of screen, greater will be the strain on your eyes, and that in turn will affect your learning. Having said that, if you cannot afford a bigger screen, no issues. I'm sure most of you will have at least one smartphone in your homes. You can download the content and then study it as and when you get an access. Also, if the voice quality of your device is not good, use a headphone or an earphone. Now that you have a laptop or a mobile to study, you would need a stable internet connection. If in case you do not have access to stable internet connection or unlimited data plans, no issues. Since my videos will be recorded once, you can download them as and when you have access to internet and in the quality you want and then learn from them later. Remember children, the data is not free for most of us, so put it to good use. I don't think I need to explain that further. Now that you have a laptop and a working internet, the next thing you need to do is to find a quiet place and convert it into a sitting place for studying. If in case you have the privilege of your own separate room, then that's great as you will have no distraction. Studying in a place surrounded by people and television will definitely be a distraction for you. Moreover, you need to understand the fact that you cannot expect everyone in the house to be quiet because you are studying. It is your journey, not theirs. What if you don't have a quiet place? Well, then find a time of the day when you can have maximum silence. Early morning is one of the best time to study. Late nights are fine if you don't have school the next day. Also use a headphone or an earphone to minimize the surrounding noise. Now that you have found your corner of study, use a table and chair for studying. Sitting or lying on a couch, bed or sofa may seem quite comfortable way of learning, but I don't advocate any of these. The most productive way of studying, preparing notes is to sit with proper posture on a chair and having your laptop placed on a table at proper distance from your eyes and aligned at your eye level. But if in case you don't have a table or a chair, improvise instead of cribbing. Find a quiet corner, sit on the floor, and convert a cardboard box into a table. Now that you have a laptop or a mobile, a working internet connection, a sitting place, you need to get the most important thing, your study material. For my classes, I want you to keep the following things handy: your science or chemistry NCERT textbooks. If you don't have access to a hard copy, download the soft copy from the NCERT website www.ncert.nic.in. In case you have trouble, don't worry, I'll guide you how to do in my next video. You should have a separate notes copy for my classes along with few colored pens and a pencil. Also get a highlighter to mark important topics. If in case you can get sticky notes that are readily available in any stationery shop, get them. They will help you to write anything that is important or extra, to make a to-do list and pin or paste them at relevant places in your textbooks or notebook. Remember, even if you don't have them, it's okay. Now that you have collected your study material, you need to make a timetable for yourself so that you have a fixed timing of studying online. A fixed routine is first step towards a disciplined student's life which maximizes productivity. Also when your study time is fixed, your parents will also see to it that they don't disturb you during that time. My dear learners, now when you're all set to go, you need to understand that during those fixed hours of study, you have to avoid anything that distracts you from learning. There are a lot of distraction for teenage children, but here I'll talk about one of the biggest distraction, and that is your mobile phones. Ensure that your cell phones are on silent if you're not using them for studying. Still better, put them in some other room away from you. But if you are studying through a cell phone, ensure that you are not pausing your learning videos at every Insta, Facebook, WhatsApp notifications. Remember, my children, once you pause to read a notification, it will lead to a relay mechanism and you will end up wasting most of your productive time. So it is up to you to realize and decide what benefits you. A like or comment on your picture from people who you might not have even met, or learning from content that will help you get closer to your dream of scoring well. And finally, my dear students, be grateful and express gratitude towards teachers, parents, and your well wishers who help you in any possible manner in the school journey of yours. They don't expect much in return. A heartfelt thanks is enough to make their day. Be grateful that you have them. Well, these were some of the many tips that will help you in your journey called studying. In my next 4 videos that I will upload simultaneously for classes 9 to 12, I'll teach you how to learn chemistry with me. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so and also hit the notification button to receive the latest updates on my videos. Also, if this video of mine helped you, kindly press the like button and share it with learners who might benefit. Until we meet next, take care and stay bonded, my dear learners. Thank you.